Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by your emotions, as if your feelings were a raging storm you couldn't possibly navigate? In moments of anger, anxiety, or despair, it often feels like we are merely passengers, helplessly tossed about by the winds of circumstance and internal turmoil. But what if there's a way to stand firm? What if you could develop an inner fortress, a sanctuary of calm where the external world's chaos simply cannot reach? This isn't some fleeting self-help trend. It's an ancient philosophy, a practical guide to self-mastery forged in the crucible of real-world challenges. Today, we delve into Stoicism and how it empowers you to control your emotions. At the heart of Stoic thought lies a fundamental, yet often overlooked, truth about where true power resides. Imagine a world where your peace of mind is not dictated by traffic jams, rude colleagues, or unexpected setbacks. This isn't a fantasy, but a mindset cultivated through profound understanding. The great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, penned a timeless insight in his private journal, a work now known as Meditations. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't a mere suggestion, it's a foundational principle. Marcus Aurelius, despite ruling an empire riddled with wars, plagues, and betrayals, understood that his ultimate control lay not in conquering barbarian hordes, but in conquering his own reactions. His strength wasn't just military, it was psychological, stemming from this profound recognition of his inner domain. This principle asks you to draw a clear line. What is within your control and what is not? Your thoughts, your judgments, your intentions, these are yours to command. The weather, other people's opinions, economic downturns, these are not, and attempting to control them is a futile exercise. By focusing solely on what you can influence, you conserve vast amounts of mental and emotional energy. You shift from a reactive state, where external forces dictate your mood, to a proactive one, where your inner world remains your sovereign territory, calm amidst the storm. Now, let's go deeper into the practical implications of this idea, particularly concerning one of the most destructive emotions, anger. We've all been there. A moment of irritation escalating into a furious outburst, leaving a trail of regret and strained relationships in its wake. Marcus Aurelius, again, offered profound wisdom on this, observing the disproportionate harm caused by our reactions. He wisely noted, how much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it. Think about the small triggers that spark large fires. Imagine a scenario. You're stuck in traffic, already running late for an important meeting. A driver aggressively cuts you off. Your heart races, your grip tightens on the wheel, and a surge of incandescent rage washes over you. The cause? A momentary inconvenience. The consequence? The consequence is elevated blood pressure, a ruined mood, harsh words exchanged, perhaps even a reckless maneuver born of fury. This anger spills over, affecting your meeting, your interactions at home, and lingering long after the initial incident is forgotten by the other driver. The cause, a fleeting moment of inconsiderate driving, was external and beyond your control. The consequences, however, were entirely self-inflicted by your internal reaction. The Stoics understood that this internal reaction is where we lose our peace, not in the event itself. Consider the story of a young entrepreneur who, after a critical investor meeting didn't go as planned, lashed out at his team. The project suffered, morale plummeted, and his reputation took a hit. The investor's decision was the cause. His uncontrolled anger was the grievous consequence. This isn't about suppressing anger, but about acknowledging its true cost and choosing a different path. It's recognizing that while the initial spark might be external, the inferno that follows is often fueled by our own willingness to let it consume us. So, If we understand that our minds are our own and that unchecked emotional reactions like anger carry a heavy price, how do we practically apply this wisdom? This brings us to a cornerstone of Stoic practice, articulated powerfully by the philosopher Epictetus. Epictetus, a former slave who rose to become a respected teacher, perfectly encapsulated the essence of emotional mastery. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This simple phrase is perhaps the most actionable piece of Stoic advice you can integrate into your life. Imagine a moment when something genuinely upsetting occurs. Your first instinct might be a powerful emotional surge. The Stoic practice isn't to deny this initial feeling, but to create a pause, a crucial, deliberate gap between stimulus and response. This gap is your freedom. During this pause, you ask yourself, is this event truly harmful, or is it my interpretation of it that is causing distress? Is this situation within my control? What is the most rational, virtuous, and beneficial way for me to respond, given what is truly within my power? For instance, if you receive harsh criticism at work, instead of immediately feeling defensive or wounded, pause. Acknowledge the feeling. Then, rationally assess. Is there truth in the criticism? Can I learn from it? Or is it simply someone else's opinion that doesn't define my worth? This practice transforms every challenging situation into an opportunity for growth. It empowers you to choose your response, rather than being swept away by unexamined impulses. You become the conscious director of your inner world, rather than a puppet to external events. The Stoic path to controlling your emotions is not about becoming emotionless, but about becoming masters of our emotional responses. It's about recognizing your incredible power over your mind, understanding the real cost of unchecked reactions, and actively choosing how you engage with life. Embrace this ancient wisdom, and you will discover a profound, enduring strength that few ever find. If this exploration of Stoicism resonated with you, if it sparked a desire for greater self-mastery, then subscribe for weekly Stoic wisdom and join our community on this journey.